What's up everyone, how's it going? This is Steve as always from Shock Extreme Productions, and today I will be reviewing for you From Parts Unknown. What's up everyone, how's it going? This is Steve as always from Shock Extreme Productions, and I have another movie review for you guys today. And today is going to be another one for Camp Motion Pictures. You know, I'm not really sure how to compare this film with a certain subgenre. It can be from anywhere to mutations, wrestling, etc., but we'll get into that a little later. This one was made in 2015, directed by Daniel Armstrong, and put out in February of this year, 2016, and the film is From Parts Unknown. The story behind this one is a girl named Charlie who, years ago, her father was a big-time wrestler for some underground wrestling league or whatever, and she wants to be like her father. She wants to be the best wrestler out there, and her father ends up getting killed on the ring by some accident, I'm pretty sure it was. Years go on, she continues to fight under the name Daddy's Girl, and she works at the same time for this company who develops video games, and they're trying to develop a video game called From Parts Unknown. And there's this whole really weird operation with this video game company. They pretty much take a bunch of people, make them play the game for about 6 hours or 6 days, one or the other, and it pretty much drives them to become zombie-like creatures. She ends up getting fired from her job, and she goes back to her old roots of going to the people who trained her father with wrestling, goes with them, and eventually it leads to her going back to her old job, realizing that there was some sort of problem where a bunch of the people, including the woman who fired her and some other workers there, have been basically mutated into these weird zombie-like creatures, and it is up to the other survivors as well as the wrestling people to help stop it all and pretty much save the day. Now my thoughts. To be honest, I am not a wrestling fan. I am not a fan of the WWF, WWE. I'm just not a wrestling fan. I've never really got into it. I don't watch wrestling. I'll only watch UFC fights if I'm with friends who want to watch it, but I'm really not a wrestling fan. Not being a wrestling fan going into this movie, I gotta admit, I kind of liked it. You know, it's not all wrestling. You got the zombies, you got the video game segments, you got some other story. So with that all combined, it led to a film that I ended up liking. The film was shot digitally, I believe. They threw in the grains in the film to make it look like an old grindhouse film. I believe that they didn't record the sound on scene. In many scenes you could tell that the audio was probably recorded afterwards, but it didn't bother me at all. I actually thought it helped the film. The characters were pretty decent. Charlie was good. The one worker, scientist person, he was pretty okay. The rest of them were decent. The two that I think did a good job at being annoying were the two female workers. They kind of had that really negative, piss you off type of attitude that got to me, and by the end of the film, I thought they did a really good job at playing those characters. One character I think that could have gone without was the one, I believe he was he had something to do with the military, I know that, and he had a very brief scene in the beginning as well as in the middle of the film. to be honest, I think that character could have gone. I don't think they needed him besides the first part of the film. That's all I really have to say about that. Gore was pretty decent. It's not meant to be a gore fest, but the scenes with gore, I thought, were really good. Fighting scenes were good, in the ring especially. Some of them kind of dragged on a little bit, but overall, I thought they were really entertaining. If I had to give it a rating, I would give it a 6 out of 10. It was a fun watch, definitely a watch again type of film, and for anybody that likes, you know, the Motion Pictures line, I would highly recommend picking this one up. If you want to get a copy, go to alternativecinema.com, link is in the description below, and you can see what other films they have coming out or they have previously released. Anyways guys, that was my review, hope you all enjoyed. If you like this video, definitely subscribe, like, comment, share, whatever you guys do. Make sure to follow me on my social media platforms, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. I'll also put the social networks to Alternative Cinema down in the link below. Once again, my name is Steve from Shock Extreme Productions, and until next time, see you all later.